children, which one of you can tell me who discovered America and when?
It was, Columbus.
If it wasn't Columbus, then who? I understand why you say that, only it's not right. Doesn't any one of you have an idea?
Could it have been the Vikings?
Correct. It was, in fact, the Vikings. But to understand how it happened, we have to go much farther back in time. I said we go back in time. Stop, that'll do just fine. Now, our story begins with a Norwegian who had a terrible reputation, Erik the Red, a Viking. You know that from the 8th through the 10th century, these men of the north, they terrorized Europe from Iceland to Scandinavia, crossing the seas and navigating the great rivers all the way into Russia and Morocco and beyond. These adventurers would trade or pillage according to circumstances.
Lord, protect us from these barbarians of the north.
And if anyone did battle with them, they learned to their cost what powerful warriors there were. But the area west of Iceland was totally unknown. And this is where our adventure begins. It's the story of a very unusual family. In 964, Erik the Red was banished from Norway because of a murder, and he left for Iceland. But when he arrived there was no room. And Iceland was overpopulated, and there was little food, so his fiery nature got him in trouble again. In 982, the Icelandic court sat in judgment against him, and again he was banished, and this time for 3 years. So Erik the Red took to the sea and sailed west.
We have a good wind, Erik, but it's cold and getting colder. Where are we going?
You must have heard the story about a great land to the west. More than 50 years ago, a sailor headed for Iceland was driven off course by a storm. He'd been blown far to the west. He observed an immense land covered with ice. Could be an island. That's our destination, if the gods so will it.
A land covered in ice?
Patience, it's surely there.
Oh, look there!
Hold on, man! That ice will make a mighty splash!
Meanwhile, back on Erik's farm in Iceland, the seasons changed and children grew up.
Frilla do a good job cleaning the house. You have to tell these slaves everything. They're all the same. Sorry about that. He's back! I saw a ship! Come on, everybody! He's back!
He's back!
Come on! He's here! He's here! Mom! Dad! He's here! He's come back! I saw a ship!
Erik's back!
Papa! Hey!
An enormous ice barrier rose up before us. We sailed south and went around it. Then we
must have
sailed
been real
past the
cold.
cape. On the other side, what did we see but a lush and fertile land with wild game and fish in abundance? It was incredible.
A new land with abundant food?
A new land?
Wow!
This new territory I call Greenland should now belong to us. There we'll find all we need. It's there just waiting. I know the route. Now, who will come?
Calling it Greenland a green land was stretching the truth. He was a sly one, all right. Erik knew just how to convince him.
We're on our way.
And convince him he did. Over 600 people set off with him for his green land.
Oh, no!
Look, you see, this is it.
Of the 25 ships that had set out with Erik, only 14 finally made it to Greenland. The 400 survivors were to found a new colony.
We're here! We're here!
The climate was harsh, ill-suited to farming. Raising livestock was their main activity. But there was plenty of game and fish and certain plants and berries and eggs, of course. The little colony was able to survive reasonably well.
Yeah, Greenland, okay, that's fine. But what's it got to do with America and the Wild West and cowboys and skyscrapers?
Oh.
Skyscrapers and Wild West, is it? We'll see all about that later, but right now, here, take a look at the map. 3/4 of the North Atlantic had already been crossed. Now, what about that poor sailor who was driven off course? Well, by chance, he happened to discover a new land. His name was Bjarni. He'd sailed from Iceland to join his father in Greenland, but without realizing, he sailed past his destination, sailed off course to a flat land covered with a great forest.
Do we go ashore?
No, it doesn't seem to match the description of Greenland.
There's no forest there. We'd better set a new course to the northwest.
Okay.
We're sure to find it. Course northwest.
They sailed on for a few more days and eventually landed at the southwestern point of Greenland, and sure enough, Bjarni's father was there. For 15 years, nobody paid much attention to that mysterious land lying to the west. And then around the year 1000...
Under those clouds, there is land. I'll bet it's the land old Bjarni talked about, huh, Leif?
Yep. Let's go and talk to my dad. What we'd like to do is buy old Bjarni's ship and sail out to find the island with the forest. If there really is such a place, the wood would be very useful to us. On Iceland, there's no longer enough wood.
You sail well, but how would you chart course?
By looking to the west, for the distant horizon. On clear days, there are clouds on the horizon that don't appear over the sea. Only one explanation, land.
And when you discovered Greenland, did you know the way?
That's my boy, Leif, a real son of Erik. Yes, by all means, you take Bjarni's ship and discover your new lands.
Why aren't you heading this expedition?
I have to give the youngsters a chance. Anyway, I'm getting a bit too old for the sun thing.
Be careful, Leif might outdo his old man.
I won't worry. I know you're in the best of hands.
Please be careful, brother.
Mustn't worry, Frida. Next time, you're going along.
All will go well. In the magic runes, I read good omens for you. May the god Odin protect you, Leif.
When I suspended on a string, the sunstone always shows us which way to go.
When you suspend it, it always points north.
The first land that Leif sighted was Baffin Island, just north of the Hudson Straits.
Not too friendly here, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no.
Helluland, place of many flat stones.
What do you say we go home? I'm just asking.
Yes, this was the last land we sighted before turning around and heading for Greenland. Better continue on a course southeast.
A few days later, here they are in Labrador.
It was there we went on the voyage with Bjarni. That's it.
All that wood, the land of forest, this is Markland.
Let's go on. We can always return later, huh?
Does anybody want to go back home?
No,
no. 2 days later, here they are at the Gulf of the St. Lawrence River.
Make sure we all stay in line. It wouldn't do to get lost.
It's a real paradise, this new land. Imagine our animals here grazing to their heart's content. It would be the good life, right, Leif?
Leif and his party would build cabins and a large mead hall and spend their winter there.
Now the spring is here, let's explore the area. Look, there, go on.
What kind of animal is that? I wonder if it's friendly. Oh, I take a chance. Don't smell too good. In fact, it actually stinks a little. Chief, I'm not too well. I have a headache.
No, don't come any closer, please.
Huh?
Oh, go wash.
Ever see anything so enormous?
No.
I only sampled a couple of them. Discovering these wild grapes, which were unknown in Scandinavia, prompted Leif to call this place Vineland. As usual, I can't trust anyone here. Oh, this whole story about wild grapes is wrong. It's completely wrong. The word Vin in Old Norse means pasture land. And so here they named it Vinland. It was because there would be a splendid place for grazing animals. Now then, begin again. Hey, look what I found. Look. I guess I didn't find anything, but I could have sworn I found... What did I find? Must be something in the air. I get forgetful. Well, wait a minute. Load up and go back. We're fine here, aren't we? It's just when everything is perfect to give up.
Don't worry, we'll return. Lots of us will make this our home. Oh, by the way, your grape story, it might come in handy yet.
Leif, Erik's son, chip off the old block. When Leif's family learned that he had found a fertile land with a mild climate just a few days away...
We all want to go there, Leif. How soon can we go?
My father Erik's not well right now. It's my duty to care for him and watch over our lands. But my brother Torvald will go with you.
Well, nobody was killed, right? Might have been a lot worse.
They're just a lot of savages.
Yeah.
They're weaklings.
Good for nothings, we sure showed them. Oh, wait a minute, was I wounded or what?
Glory to you, great Odin. May the Valkyries carry Torvald like a hero. May he dwell in Valhalla forever.
Master, your brother, the merchant Torfinn has just arrived from Iceland.
Go and tell him he's welcome here in Greenland, and I'll see him now.
Right.
Yes, it's wine. We're grateful. It's a luxury we experience very seldom.
This new land is quite rich in its way. Are you sure you couldn't colonize it?
Since my father's death, I haven't felt I could go away. Too many responsibilities. My brother tried, but those accursed savages killed him. Besides, it would require many boats and well-armed men and women animals. No, it's impossible right now, Torfinn.
Torfinn, you have 2 boats, well-equipped and ready to go. You must do it. A man of your high rank could surely lead such an expedition.
Add in my boat. Don't forget I'm an expert hunter. I can get any game. And as for training men to fight those savages, I know how to train them.
Yeah, I've plenty of merchandise. We can use it to barter with those scruffy natives. However, if it doesn't work, we can resort to force.
I think the best plan is spend the winter here with us. In spring, when the weather's mild, we'll prepare for your trip.
Well said, brother. But let me remind you, there has always been one of our family on past voyages. Well, I will go along with him.
On one condition, that you pledge your step.
The first winter was very mild, and the livestock found plenty of grazing land. But on the other hand, there wasn't enough food for the colony. Trouble began to brew. Feelings were running high. Before long, they broke out into open hostility.
Back off, she's mine! There's only one way to settle this.
Lose your temper, lose your life. You get that, huh? When spring finally came, the colonists had their first meeting with the indigenous people. They were called Indians. At first, they were pleased with all the merchandise.
And what I say is fortify our entire camp. Then we can do away with all of them before they sneak in and kill us in our sleep.
Without their food, we wouldn't be able to survive the winter.
And what I say is they're dangerous.
Dangerous, like he said.
All the exchanges we've made have been to our advantage. I see no reason why we should disrupt all that.
They're wild savages. You can't trust them. Do what you like, only I'm not staying to get my throat cut one night.
I'm no dope.
So Dorgal and 8 of his men set sail for Greenland. But a violent storm blew them across the Atlantic. Finally, their ship landed in Ireland.
Where are they?
They're returning to trade with us again. Only we can't barter. There isn't anything at all left. They're attacking. Get your weapons.
You call yourself warriors running away from simple savages? Cowards, give me a sword. I'll show you how Vikings beat them.
Thorgal was right. There are too many and we are too few. We'll never have peace. Now we must go back to Greenland. Those Vikings, big losers. And that was the last attempt by the Vikings to colonize America, but it's easy to see why the descendants are proud of their ancestors. Nearly 5 centuries before Europeans like Columbus and Magellan, these giant men of the North, more than anyone at the time, pushed back the frontiers of the unknown. They pillaged, leaving destruction in their wake, and we called them barbarians. But for 3 centuries, Viking society was the most open-minded and dynamic in the Middle Ages. Merchants, warriors, pirates, as fate would dictate. They were surely among the most daring adventurers of all time.